Cheers. Cheers, without a doubt, one of the best written and best ensemble acted shows on television, and it's funny. And, of course, Harrelson is currently starring in the feature film. Well, in fact, you don't know. Of course, he's on Cheers. I'm getting ahead of myself. You ever read ahead of yourself?
Yes, I do.
Look at the, what do you call that?
You slow up, count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Start all over again.
He's currently starring in the feature film White Men Can't Jump. That's what it's called. Opens next Friday, March 27th. Would you welcome Woody Harrelson? Woody. Good to see you.
How you doing, Johnny?
I dropped by and knocked on your dressing room door just to say hi before the show. And I walk in, and I see you. I thought you were doing headstands.
I was doing a little yoga, you know, to relax. You know?
Do you do? Are you a practitioner of that?
Yeah. Past few months, you know, it's a good way to relieve stress. You know, like if you're doing, say, a talk show with Johnny Carson.
Yeah. It does help. Oh, it just kind of gets the...
Oh, yeah, you do the breathing, the stretching, you know, all kinds of stuff.
Good for you. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
What year is this on Cheers now?
Well, it's
How long
the
has it been
10th
for
year
you?
of the show, 7 years for me.
7 years.
And I think we're going to go one more year.
That's what I read today in the paper. Yeah. Good move. Good move. How is your...
Well, for those of you who don't know, Johnny's going to be on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about we'll talk about that in a moment, because that was a fun night we had here. You weren't here because you weren't in that particular scene, but we'll talk about that. It's very obvious that your life has changed a lot because of that. You weren't known really basically until Cheers. I mean, having national exposure. What's been the biggest change? Financially, of course, great, but...
Yeah, I was poor and now I'm rich. That's a big thing.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I think the biggest change is I don't have to work as hard as I used to, you know. I don't have to wait tables and things like that, and it's easier now.
Did you wait tables for a while?
Yeah, well, I tried. I wasn't very good.
No good.
You know? Yeah, I used to get nervous, you know.
Seems like a lot of actors have had waiter jobs. I don't know why.
Yeah,
hoping to meet
did
producers.
You ever try that?
No, I never hustled tables. I worked in a bowling alley once. I worked as a, when I was out of school, I worked as a, I don't know why I mentioned this. I don't think I've ever mentioned this to anybody. With a friend of mine as a, not a designer, a window display designer in Nebraska. What do they call us? A window dresser. And we worked for Montgomery.
To dress windows, huh?
Montgomery Wards, and my friend and I, his name was John Bush. Maybe he's watching tonight. We got fired because they used to give you these plans for the dummies, and you set them and put them in certain positions. And we... And as a joke one night, we put 2 of the mannequins in a rather compromising position. And our window dressing days were over. Yeah. I did stuff like that.
Well, that's a good way to go out, though.
Okay. We got cash. So, yeah, I did do an episode. Jimmy Burroughs called me and said, would you like to do something on Cheers? And I said, well, I'm not an actor's yet. He said, no, we want you to play you. And it's involved around Norm and Cliff. And they came and they filmed it here with our studio audience after the show one night. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I got to see it. You were great, man.
Did you see it already?
Yeah, oh yeah, you were great.
Well, no, I don't want you to say
hey, oh, you were great.
No. No, come on, no. I didn't bring it up for that reason, for God's sake.
Hey, you're a living legend. It's okay.
Well,
you can brag on yourself.
What do the other people think? So you saw the whole episode?
I thought you were amusing.
It was a lot of fun. That's got to be a fun show to do. Everybody works so well together.
It's Johnny.
It's going to get philosophical now?
Actually, you know something? I think that these people, I don't know what they want to hear about me. I think they'd rather hear about you. Wouldn't you like to hear a little bit about him?
About what? They've been hearing about me for 30 years.
Well, you're always interviewing people. You never get interviewed. Let me ask you some questions.
What do you want to know? All right. What do you want to know?
Well, could we,
No.
Think I'm pushing that?
No. Till May 22nd, I stay here. Then you can... So what do you want?
How does it feel? Like, you just got a month to go.
2 months, actually. Yeah.
Or 2 months.
We got to
rather,
May 22nd. It's bittersweet. The other staff is in kind of a bittersweet mood. We've had a great run on this show. We've all worked together for many years, and we're kind of, we see we're going to end, you know, and we go on to other things, but it's kind of a bittersweet thing.
So for retirement, you plan to do what? Get
I'm going to be
married again, maybe? I know.
I'm going to become a Jehovah's Witness. I'm going to become a Jehovah's Witness. I like traveling, and I'm used to rejection. So. No, I don't have any plans. I'm just going to take a few weeks or a couple of months and figure out what I want to do.
Well, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
You ever think about, you know, more of a permanent thing on Cheers? You know, like...
Permanent? Well, what do they have there?
I mean, I can't offer you a job, but, you know, we got enough bartenders, so...
Is there anybody else leaving the show that...
Not to my direct knowledge.
Yeah.
But, there might be something to do, you know, sweeping up. I don't know.
Would it be nice, kind of... Maybe I could just be an elder patron who's between jobs and drop into the bar occasionally. I could do that. That sounds like fun.
I mean, who would like to see him on there? Would you
Get
guys...
out of here. I'm trying to get here work already. We'll be right back. Stay where you are. Yeah, all right. We're back talking with Woody Harrelson. Kathy Guyswright will be out later with Blake Clark. Tell me about the trip you took to India. I've never been to India. Must be fascinating. Vacation time, was it?
Yeah, it was. I went there over Christmas vacation, and I thought, you know, I pictured kind of, you know, rolling hills and valleys and doing yoga on the lawn and and it was just all streets and people and traffic, and it was like really.
What cities you go to?
Well, I went. My favorite place was I went to this ashram up north called Rishikesh.
Uh-huh.
And that was pretty cool. That was some respite from the traffic. You know, you get enough traffic here, right? But Delhi, you know, and cities like that.
I would guess it. Cities like that, yeah. I would assume that, I don't know whether Cheers plays in India or not, but do you like the fact that you can have a certain anonymity, or people don't recognize you?
There's actually a few people. It's you know, that's so pervasive, television. A few people did walk up and say, "I like you on your show. You're very good." Their heads always go like this. It's cool.
They probably visited the United States and saw the show.
Yeah.
Are you guys translated in other languages yet? Are you playing in other countries?
Yeah.
Because I remember when Mike Lannon used to be here and Dan Blocker would come on, and they would have episodes of Bonanza in Japanese. And it was a very strange sight to see these guys, Western attire, get off their horse and, because the Japanese actors would dub it in. Tell me about the film you just made. White Men Can't Jump. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the myth.
That's the myth.
Yeah. It's a funny movie. I just saw it last night, and
Plus you were in it.
is that funny? Well, plus I was in it. Yeah.
Well, they think
So-
you think you would know a movie is funny while you're making it. Not necessarily so. True.
No,
Until you see
no.
the completed product.
Yeah. So people laughed. So I'm hopeful.
Good. What are we going to see in this scene? You know, we got a little clip here.
I think
It's
this
not
is
on
me
yet, Woody.
trying to stuff a basketball. Yeah, and me and Wesley Snipes are in the scene, and I can't stuff it. I hope that's what it is.
Okay, well, we'll find out. Watch the monitor. Well, I hope it's big for you.
Thank you.
Blake Clark will be on in a moment. Kathy Guyswright, stay where you are. We'll be back.